Well, hello, my future students. I hope summer's going great. Hope you've been outside more than 10 minutes every day. I know you like those video games. You're probably playing Pac-Man right now, those current video games. But anyways, this is video 2. If you noticed last time the video was crooked, I forgot to push a button. So hopefully I'll remember in the future. So the video should be pretty straight now. Something to look forward to. At the end of part 3, this is part 2, but at the end of part 3, I'm going to show you my dog Trixie. Oh, and I should be making them more. Had computer problems and I kind of been under the weather, so a little bit slower than I thought, but here we go. Do you remember the little poem I taught you about this? If zero's on the bottom, say it with me. Say it with me. If zero's on, I still can't hear you. If zero's on the bottom, that's undefined. That is true all the time. So 0 divided by 0, undefined. 1 divided by 0, undefined. 2 divided by 0, undefined. 0 divided by 5, 0. Now, we're going to start polynomials. I do not know why, but more students have trouble with what I'm going to show you over the next 3 or 4 videos than anything I teach all year. So I just don't get it. Now we're going to do this again in class, but it's polynomials or laws of exponents. What do you do when you have exponents? Well, first there's some words you should know. The first one, polynomial. Poly means many. So really this just means many terms. So examples of polynomials: x plus 4, x squared plus 6x plus, it's just terms added or subtracted together. Products. Now a monomial is when you just have a product of terms. So example would be 7xy, 4x. So a product, just a product of single terms, no adding or subtracting. A constant is a special type of monomial. Mono actually means single. A constant is a special type. Now constant means doesn't change. So it's just a number. So example, 7, 10, doesn't change. Now binomial, is that a nomial that's leaving? Binomial? Sorry. Binomial is the sum or difference of 2. Now I'll write these on the board when we actually do it in class, but the sum or difference of 2. So example, x plus 4. X squared plus 3x. Sum or difference of 2. Difference means subtraction, so it could be x squared minus 3x. Trinomial. It's a nomial that doesn't give up. It keeps trying. Oh, it's getting worse. Tri actually means 3. Think of when you were a wee lad and ladette and you rode your tricycle. Cycle meaning movement. It's not a tricycle. Sickle actually means a blade. So you're not riding 3 blades around the block, cutting people up. It's trinomial. 3 terms. And that'd be x squared plus 4x plus 7. X to the 7th plus x to the 3rd plus x. Now a coefficient is a number that's being multiplied to the variable. So the coefficient of x squared is 1. If it's not shown, it's assumed to be 1. The coefficient of 4x is 4. Coefficient of 3x, 3. 7xy, 7. Now the degree is just the highest power or the highest sum of powers. So 1 plus 1 is 2. That's higher than anything else showing. So the degree is 2. Here the highest power in the term is 2. 1, no x. So the degree is 2. So those are words you might want to look over the next couple of days. Now, here, x to the y, this is an exponent. Now when I was a kid they called this more power, but now they use the word exponent more, I think. but the x is the base. That's what you're raising to the power of. This is the exponent or power. Now the exponent is the number of bases to multiply together. So if I had x cubed, that would be x times x times x. There's 3 multiplied together. Now for my honors, notice you're actually only multiplying twice. I've heard teachers say this wrong. It's the number of bases to multiply together. So there's only 2 times of the number 3, but there's 3 bases. So if I said x, 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 what is that as a power? You say it's all the same. It's got to be the same. So it'd be x to the 4th. Now, this is really a shortcut. It's just like when you were wee lads and ladettes and you had 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. And you say, I don't want to write that out, so we're going to do a shortcut. That's 4 2's times the 2. Multiplication is a shortcut of addition. Power is a shortcut of multiplication. Isn't that neat? I like it. Now, the first law of exponent. Now again, I don't know why people have such trouble with this. Usually the first 3, they're okay. And then we get to the 4th, 5th law, and they all get all mixed up. So we will do this again in class. So, first law is, what do you do when you multiply 2 things, same base? So if I have x to the 6 times x to the 4th, well, we could do it the long way. X to the 6 would be x, 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 x. Good thing I didn't do x to the 20th. So that'd be 6x's times 4 more. So that would be 10x's multiplied together, which you'd write it x to the 10th. So when you multiply 2 things same base, you add the exponents. So if I said what's x to the 10th times, not plus, times x to the 15th, well, you could write all those out, and then combine them. Or you could just say, wait, when I multiply 2 things together, same base, xx, you add. So it'd be x to the 25th. So what is x to the 100th times x to the 24th? That's right, x to the, 124. Now, let's multiply monomials. You just multiply the terms that are common. So 2 times 3 is 6. What's a trinomial? That's right, some difference of 3. Give me an example of a binomial. Good, 4x plus 7. Even though that's not what you said. Ha 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 ha. Okay, back to this. X to the 6 times x to the 7th. You're multiplying 2 things same base, so you're going to add the powers. And y to the 8 times y to the 10th is y to the 18th. When I multiply 2 things same base, I add the powers. So this one, I have x to the 7 times x to 8. When I multiply 2 things same base, I add. 7 plus 8 is 15. Plus 10, I have 25. Plus 4 is 29 of them. So I have x to the 29. 29 x's multiplied together. So I have 2 little problems for you to try. Let's do this. Write that down. Now write that one down. I don't think they're fitting on the screen, but go ahead. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. So x to the 6 times x would be x to the 7th. X to the 7 times x to the 4th would be x, ran out of my book. X to the 11th. Y to the 8th, y to the 10th is y to the 19th. How did I make a mistake? I think I did. Let's try this again. X is 6, x is x is 7. No, that's right. 8, 9, and 19. Good. Okay, what's this one? A positive times a negative is negative. X to the 5th, x to the 6th would be x to the 11. Y to the 9th, y to the 10th would be y to the 19th. And then z times no z would be z. Now, if you want to write z to the first, technically that's not wrong, but since there's one of them, you don't have to write the power of 1. Now, we're already at 10 minutes, so I'm going to stop there, and then I'll give you more of these in video 3, which I should have done in a day or two. Have a good night. No, stay back, Trixie. Stay back. Next video you can watch. Oops, I'm having trouble here. There we go. Oh, it didn't stop.